Today we're going to try out the Servicios primers in 38 Special, and that's coming up next year on Jesse B Outdoors Reloading. Welcome back everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. So if you guys have been following the channel, you know on this channel and my main channel, I've been trying out these Servicios primers. I've tried them out in 9mm, 10mm, 45 ACP, and now we are going to try these out in 38 Special. So what this video is we're going to load these up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prime a few of these to let you guys know how they feel going into the cases, and then we're going to put them on the Lee Classic turret press here, and we're going to load 50 rounds up using some of my cast 125 grain Lee bullets. So let's get started. Alright, now what we're going to do is get these loaded up here in my Frankfurt Arsenal hand primer I like using. Pop these out of here, and you can see these ones here, at least these 50, I don't remember the other 50 were all sitting the right way. That would be nice if they all ended up like that, but we gotta flip them, so let's go ahead and shake them. I'm not gonna make you guys listen to all this. I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, we got one right there and a couple over here. We'll get these all flipped over, make sure they're all anvil up, and we'll close this up. And like I said before, if you guys have watched me do other priming videos with this, make sure this is closed, because if you don't, those primers will flip. And also make sure that gate's closed, so when you turn it like this, it don't dump down. And then we're just gonna put this in here, get it ready, open the gate up, get the primers to come down into there, and now we're gonna load some of these up. This is mixed range brass, so we'll see how this goes here. I don't know why, but every once in a while I get a hang up on this, so what I gotta do is take this out, thump it on the table, and get that primer out of here. You guys are getting a little bonus. This is something that happens very rarely on this, but I do have issues with it sometimes, so I'll be right back and see why that primer won't come out. Alright, I think I got it figured back out here. Let's see if it does that again. Nope, it primed that one perfect. That's something I just noticed. Every once in a great while with this priming system, it does that. It seems like it might get another primer behind it. But going in so far, they're going in nice and easy, just like they have on all the brass. Very nice and easy. So we'll finish this 5 out, and I'm not going to bore you guys with the rest, since it is going in nice and easy. All of them are going in flush so far. Very nice. So I'm going to move on to the next step. That one's a little bit hard. Winchester head stamp. Another Winchester head stamp that was kind of hard. That one probably ain't going to focus in, but CBC, I know on other ones they do have a crimp on them. This one I can't really tell, but it did go in there a little bit rough. Alright, now we're going down to the last 5 here. And you guys can see through the fast forwarding, my hands are getting worse, and I'm getting to the point where I can't feel these things anymore. I'll be glad when I get my Dillon press here, and I'm going to start priming on the press, because my hands are getting too bad to do this. So for priming these things, we have got Winchester. A few of them were hard to go in, and a CBC, but besides that, the rest of these went in perfectly fine. So now let's get loading these up. Alright, now we're going to get started loading. First off, what we're going to use is HP 38. This is one of my favorite powders to use for 38 Special. The reason why is we're making another 38 Special plus P load. The last video you saw, we did some jacketed soft point hollow points that were plus Ps, and we're doing these in plus Ps too. The one difference is this time around, we're using my cast bullets. This is a Lee 358 125 round flat nose. Most of these are in Ford Light Blue. There is some mixed in a red that I had problems with, but these ones came out. And then also mixed in is a mixture of that red and Ford Light Blue, so they're kind of purple. So if you guys see different color bullets going on during this, that is why. Now this will be the first round I'm doing for the day. So I'm going to do my normal. I'm going to take the top off of my powder here. We're going to size this first one. Then I'm going to take it off, zero out my scale here. Check my powder charge, expand and powder through die here, because we're using Lee dies. That one's a little high, which this is why we check it. Usually on the second one I get what I want, but we're going to check it about 5 times. Still a little bit off. Alright, getting there. This is why you should do it about 5 to 10 times. Sometimes if I reloaded beforehand, I only do it a couple of times. But since I haven't reloaded since yesterday on this, when I did my other video, we're going to try to set it up just a tad bit. It's only a 1/10 off. I'm going to see if that little adjustment there will make a difference. You can do a double powder charge on 38 Special with the powder charge I got going into it. This is just to get it to settle. I don't know if you guys can see down there or not, but you can double charge it, but you can't triple charge it. So now I got it all out again. We're going to do a single charge and see where we're at. And now we are dead on to what I wanted. Let's check it one more time just to make sure. Yep, we're dead on. So we're going to move back to the bullet seat and die, and I'm going to back this out here because like I said, I did a different bullet earlier, but everything else is the same. So we're just going to get our bullet adjusted here, and what it is, I'll grab another one here. Just like all revolver rounds, there is a crimp groove right up there, that top line, and we're trying to line the case mouth up with the top of that crimp groove. In case you guys have never seen me do this on the channel. Because once you close it, you got it belled, and then when you do the roll crimp, that roll crimp goes right into that crimp groove. That's why we do that. And you want it on the top or else it won't go all the way. We are about there. Just a tad bit more. Alright, looks like a little bit more than we should be there. Alright, we'll take it out and look here. It's going to be hard to see on there, but we got that right where we want it. So now we're going to go to the crimp die. Crimp it. Looks like I might want to crimp that a little bit more. I'm going to turn this back here. And there we go. I don't know if I can get this to focus in any better there with the lighting I got. But there is our first round. So now let's keep on keeping on and load these up here. And I will do like I do in all my videos. We'll do 25 from this direction so you guys can see it. And then 25 from the other. Ooh, that one was a little rough. Not all this brass is clean, so I mean it's clean, but not very clean. I need to get some more Lemmy Shine. But I haven't been to the store yet, and I live out in the country, so I gotta wait till I run into town. When I run into town, I'll get more Lemmy Shine. I do the Dawn and Lemmy Shine, but one of the guys in my other videos where I mentioned something about water spots, he said to quit using Dawn soap and use Turtle Wax car wash and Lemmy Shine. So that's something I might do in the future when I run back into town. I might pick some of that up in the Lemmy Shine and try that out. But if you guys didn't see the last video, we made some 38 specials plus P's using, I think I still got some up here. Yeah, I do. I still got them up here. Just to show you guys the difference of what we're doing with this one. I know I'm on the bullet seat in one. If I can get my baggie to come apart here. There we go. I was using some pulled bullets that are jacketed soft point hollow points. And we're going to shoot those and these in my Ruger GP100 6-inch. And these ones we're also going to do 25. Ooh, that one was a little bit rough. We're going to do 25 of these also in my Taurus 605. Because I love shooting 38 Special plus Ps out of that too. And that way we got two different guns that go off of to see what's going to happen with them. Just to make sure, like, we'll say Ruger's going to be the good name brand one. I know Taurus people are going to get mad at me for saying this, but then we'll see the cheaper, which not all Tauruses are actually cheaper, more budget-minded gun, and see if they'll fire. I never had an issue with that Taurus. I carry it sometimes. So I really don't want to call it cheap, because it's still a good gun. But I want to try it out in two different ones when I can, so I have two 357, so we can do that. So that's what we're going to do on those. And I used to like making light loads in 38 Special, which they're fun, but it's almost like a waste to me. The only reason why I say that is I like feeling some power in the recoil, and that's why I get with these plus Ps, so I love doing them. These ones are 125 grain. I do have some 158 grains casted up, but I think the one what I got I want to do in 357 instead of 38 Special, so we're going to use up these 125 grains. Now I also know of some people that use these 125 grains, they'll use them in 9mm too. You can size these down from 358 to 357 or 356, whatever you prefer. My 9mm, I always do 356. I know some people do 357. But I want to save those ones for 357s. These will probably be the last 38 Specials you guys will see on this press before I move on. Because I want to try to get some reloading videos done of every caliber I reload for on here. And I still have 9mm, 380, and 357 to do. So we're going to be switching these dies out. I do have two sets of dies in 38, 357, so I can just switch them out. If you don't know, 38 Special and 357 take the same dies. You just got to back some of the dies out further for the 357 Magnum. But, I'm grabbing another case instead of a bullet, getting ahead of myself here. But that's how you reload 357, but to me, the Lee dies, they're affordable. So I just bought another set. These are actually an old set. This set here actually came from my wife's grandpa when he passed. I got all of his reloading and casting stuff. And these dies were in there. And my 45 Colt dies were in there. And that's why I got a 45 Colt, because I was like, man, if I've got dies to reload for it, and I got a bullet mode, which I also got, and I can cast for it, I need to buy a gun to shoot it. Well, now I got two of them, but that's why I got my 45 Colts, was because I had dies and a bullet mode for them, and I didn't have a gun for it, so I figured, what the heck, I need to get a gun to shoot them. And that's why I got the 45 Colts. Now, you've heard me talk about 38 Special before in my other videos. Definitely like 38 Special, because you can go from mild to wild with them. It's one of those purple ones. That's that Ford light blue with that red mixed in. I think it looks kind of cool on those. But yeah, you can do mild to wild, but it seems like anymore with 38 Special, I like the wild. I did have some friends that came over, some female friends that like shooting 38 Special. And I still got some light loads made up for them, but they're getting to the point where they can handle standard pressure and plus Ps. So most of the time now they bring their own ammo, but when they first got the guns, they didn't have a lot of ammo. So I made up a bunch of rounds so they could shoot and get practice, because, you know, us 2A guys, that's what we should do, is help people out and get them more use and comfortable with guns. You know, if they're carrying these, I want them to be comfortable shooting them, so I would make up a bunch of rounds and we would have fun shooting them. And 38 specials are fun. I mean, it's probably the most common, most reloaded, most shot round because it's been around for so long. You know, you can shoot these in 357 revolvers. Now these plus P's here, you don't want to shoot no guns that aren't rated for it. You want a gun that's rated for plus P. If you're not sure if it's rated for plus P, go to the website of the company, and most of them will tell you on there if they're rated for plus P, or the safest way to do it, buy a 357 Magnum, you ain't got to worry about it. Because if you get a 357, it automatically will take plus P's, because the pressure on a 357 is way more higher. So then you ain't got to worry about it. But we're coming up here on our 25 already. We've got 2 more to do. We'll get these knocked out here. And I started checking my powder every 25 now instead of every 10. This Lee auto drum is very consistent. Usually it's off, I say plus or minus a tenth. But usually, if anything, it's short a tenth. I've never really been over a tenth. So I have good faith in it. But this one is our 25th round already. We are cranking these out here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch camera angles so you guys can see it from a different angle. Alright, we got our other camera angle going here. Making sure that I don't hit my camera from this side. Zero out my case here, check my powder real quick. Make sure this is on. And of course it's dead on. And we are going to seat the bullet and crimp the bullet. Now I'm going to scroll over here real quick, just in case people wonder what I do. Scroll down here. To make this easy, I got the press here, I got my bullet here, my brass here, and my scale here, so I can boom, boom, boom right in order in a row, so I don't have to miss a step on anything. Everything that's nice and easy for me to get right there. Now we're going to get set back up here on this so we can load up our next round. And I drop it, but that's what I like doing, because I know there's a lot of people that are new to reloading. So if this helps them out a little bit, I don't mind stopping the video for a second like that, just to show you guys, because maybe it'll help you guys out. And that's what I'm here for. I want to help people get into reloading and shooting, and that's why my channel is not like all serious professional or anything. I just want to help everybody out, and hopefully if you like reloading, you just like watching the rounds being made up. I know a lot of times that's what I do. I just sometimes watch videos just to watch reloading. Sometimes I don't even really care what the person's talking about. It's like, man, okay, that looks like a cool press. I want to see how that thing runs. So I like watching the video for that. Of course, because I want a Dillon 550C right now, I've been watching a bunch of videos on that. But I've also been watching videos lately on the new Lee 6000, even though like I'm going from a Loadmaster to the Dillon. And 6000 looks like a cool press, so I've been watching videos on that. It looks like Lee still has an issue with that though, just like they did with the Loadmaster. They need to find a better way to prime on it. If you guys don't know, my Lee Loadmaster, I've only done one video on this channel with it before I got mad at it. And I prime off press. Same way with these, how I just primed them with the hand primer. I do that with all my rounds, even when I'm loading on the Progressive Loadmaster. So it'll be nice to have the Dillon that has a good priming system on it to prime on, because you guys saw, even though I sped up the priming part of this, my hands are starting to get bad. and it's hard for me to grab the brass and everything. It's just getting to me. If you guys don't know, I got a muscle disease, and it's starting to affect my hands real bad. So certain things like that, it is starting to get to me on, so I'll be happy to reload on that. And just can't wait for that. Hopefully, this is November 2023. I don't know if you guys will see this video in November of 2023. This might come out in December because we're at the end of the month. But I should hopefully have my Dillon, I'm going to say at least by the end of the year. I don't know if I'll have it by Christmas, but I'll definitely have it by the end of the year. But until then, we are going to enjoy my Lee Classic Turret Press, because this is a great press. I know every video I say that in, but it's because it's true. I love this press. I wouldn't get rid of it for the world. This one will definitely stick around even with the Dillon, because just like right now, I'm having problems with Loadmaster. If I only had the Loadmaster, I wouldn't be doing this video right now if I didn't have this press. So it's definitely staying as a backup press, even for the Dillon, in case something happens to that, because you just never know. And I've been doing 3 videos a week on my main channel, and if I'm shooting in all those, I'm doing anywhere from 200 to 300 rounds. So I pump out the ammo. I don't see how you competition guys out there. I know I got some of my YouTube buddies that do competition. Man, you guys must reload a lot. And the 2 main ones that I know, 2 of them run a Lee Loadmaster. They got their setup good. Some people have good luck with them, some people don't. I've tried everything I've seen videos on, and I can get it to run good for 100, 200 rounds. Something happens. Run good for 100, 200 rounds, something else happens, and I'm not the most patient person, so I got fed up with it, because my very first video on here, you guys saw me load 100 of the Xtreme Bullets and 9mm on it. Well, actually, that 100 was my last 100 to do 1,000, and I was getting kind of fed up with it, and you can kind of tell in that video, I had some issues in that video with it, and you could tell I was getting fed up with it. And after that video, I took it down and I put this back up, and I was like, well, all the rest of the videos are going to be done on Old Faithful here. Now, in case you guys don't follow the channel or haven't seen the other ones, you can remove this rod here too and use it like a single stage. If you watch my 45 Colt video where I made the spicy 45 Colts, I'll leave a card up for you guys to check that out. That video, I took the rod out and ran it like a single stage, because I was basically doing ladder loads. And anytime I'm doing ladder loads or anything where I want close ammunition to be accurate and as close as possible, I do it that way. But then like this, where I'm just making up rounds to plank with, then I put the rod back in and then make up the rounds that way, because this is what I call semi-progressive. Every 4 pulls you get a round made up, so it's definitely quicker than a single stage. Now, I don't know, like what is it, the Lyman, RCBS, and I think Redding make their turret press, but you got to manually turn them. I don't know if you can go that quick with manually turning them like you can with this one, but those ones wouldn't be bad either if you wanted to get, I don't want to say speed, because you shouldn't be flying through reloading. You should be taking your time and making sure you're doing everything right. But I don't know if you can go as fast as this with those. This is actually a piece of dirt here. It's not a crack, just in case you see that. This brass is clean, but not as clean as normal. That's what I'm going to do probably after this video. I got a couple more to do, and then I got to get cleaning some brass, because it's getting to be winter time. And winter time's when I make up a lot of my, either if you want to call them plinking or video rounds, that's when I make them up. Even though I got the 1,000 Xtreme Bullets, man, this one's got a shot out of a lever gun. Sometimes what happens is if it gets shot from a lever gun, the extractor grabs the rim and you'll get a mark in the rim and it'll leave a burr and that'll make it rough going in and out of there. There's a little tip for you. Actually, I had a 45 Colt in one of my videos do that too. I couldn't even get it into the thing to put the bullet in the shell plate. It was so bad. I actually had to do it off camera. But yep, we're down to our last 3 rounds here. Like I said, it goes pretty quickly on this once you get in the groove. Get yapping with you guys. Get on cruise control, and they go pretty quick here. I'm pretty impressed with these primers so far. I'm pretty sure the one issue I had with them wasn't the primers, it was the gun. But if you follow my main channel, I got all the shooting videos over there. And so far, these primers have impressed me. This is the first time we're going to use them in the revolver. Hopefully they work in both revolvers too, because this is going to be my primer of choice from now on, because they're so cheap. And there is our final round here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check a couple of these in the ammo checker. Alright, we got my Lyman ammo checker here. I will check revolver rounds in this, but if you guys follow the channel and don't know, I'll leave a card up here too. I don't like using this for semi-auto rounds. I originally bought it when I first started reloading, and I thought it would check everything, and it don't. If you have an overall length issue in a semi-auto, it don't catch that. That's why I don't like using it. You need a case gauge. I'll pop one more in here just to show you guys what it does though. You pop it in, and you make sure it's flush here, and as you're feeling if it's flush, you're also feeling that primer to make sure that it's seated flush too, and then it drops out with no issue, so you know they're good. So I'm going to go through the rest of these off camera because I do all 50 of them before I take them outside. So let's go back up on top. Alright, so now we're done loading up the 38 Special Plus piece here with the Servicios small pistol primers. Like I said before, follow my main channel. There'll be a link down in the description. We'll do the shooting over there. We're going to shoot these in my Ruger GP100 stainless steel 6-inch. And then we're also going to shoot these in my Taurus 605, which is a snub nose 2-inch. So that'll be 2 different revolvers we're going to try these out in. And then that's pretty much all the small pistol primers I got besides 380. I don't know if I'm going to do these at 380 or not, just for the simple fact is I got so much 380 made up right now. I don't know if I want to waste any more primers on it or not. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Leave a comment down below. If you want to see these in 380 and have me shoot them at 380, what I have in that is I got a SIG P365 380, which is striker fired. And then I also have a Burst of Thunder 380, which is hammer fired. So if you guys do want to see it, leave a comment down below. If I get enough comments, I'll do those videos. If not, this will probably be the last round I test these primers out in. So as always, don't forget to check the links out down below. I have links to my main channel. Also down there, I will have links to Axel Hearing Protection, Gators Eyewear, and a bunch of other companies I like dealing with. Some got discount codes to save you guys money. Some are affiliate accounts that do help out the channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. We are one nation under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.